Yo, welcome back, wrestling fam, to the Wrestling Heat. I am your host here, Easy Koo, that delivers straight to you that sweet and delicious wrestling news. And some of that wrestling news that I got for you tonight is Lars Sullivan being a weirdo, and Jim Ross getting into the cannabis business. And if you want to know more, stay tuned right after this too sweet wrestling intro, baby. And alright, the first piece of wrestling news that we're diving in tonight is about somebody that we haven't heard from in a very long time in the wrestling business. I don't even know if this dude wrestles anymore, but guy who I'm talking about is Lars Sullivan. It looks like he was outed from social media for stalking this girl named Charlie Cruel. She put out a little tweet over on Twitter saying, "Help me," after Lars went over to her Instagram and literally blew that shiznit up. I mean, here's some screenshots. Bam and bam, there you go. But yeah, it looks like Lars Sullivan is being a creep again. Last time we heard about him, he was being a weirdo to some girl over on Twitter, sending her disturbing messages about sexual acts and stuff like that. So Lars Sullivan being another creep, and I just thought I would throw this in here just because we haven't heard anything from this guy, and it looks like he's still being a weirdo, chat. So with that being said, let me know what you think about everything on the screen that I have for you, and I'll get back to you in the tweets down below. Next up in the wrestling news tonight has to deal with good old JR, good old Jim Ross. What about the man? What about the myth? What about the legend? It looks like he is opening his own cannabis farm over in Oklahoma, and I guarantee his very first strain will be called Barbecue Kush. What do y'all think his very first strain is going to be called? Let me know down in the chat room down below. And I think this is pretty freaking awesome for JR to be getting in to the cannabis business. I believe he bought up more than a few acres of land to start his crop, and I just want to know, how's it gonna smoke like, baby? But yeah, good old JR getting in the cannabis business. What do y'all think about that? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will definitely get back to you. Straight into more wrestling news, and this wrestling news is about Edge and how he wasn't big on going to Saudi Arabia for Crown Jewel for his match for Seth Rollins, the whole Hell in the Cell, and it looks like there was a lot of hesitation from him to go to Saudi Arabia. It looks like Vince McMahon had to give him a little extra push in telling him that it was going to be all right, you know, this, that, and the third. But I do not blame Edge one bit for being hesitant going over to Saudi Arabia, since we still have, you know, COVID going around and, you know, the shady stuff that they do over in Saudi Arabia. But yeah, it looks like Edge did not want to go, but he ended up going anyway. So there you go. Edge did not want to go to Crown Jewel, but thanks to Vince and a little coaxing from a little bit of others, he went over there, had the match. Pretty good match, but I just hate them being over there in Saudi Arabia. It is so damn sketchy. And what do y'all think about that, ladies and gentlemen? Edge not wanting to go to Saudi Arabia from all the BS that he heard from before. You know, the last time he wasn't around, you know, whenever they went to Saudi Arabia. But yet again, I don't blame the man one bit for not wanting to go over there, but he went anyway. So let me know what y'all think about Edge's decision on still going over to Saudi Arabia. And alright, we're going to be digging into some Eric Bischoff news, because it looks like he has been talking schmack about AEW CM Punk. And it goes on here to say, Eric Bischoff thinks AEW has brought down the name of CM Punk and his image. And I can kind of see the reason why he's saying that. We seen CM Punk when he came on Rampage. There was men crying, there was laughter, there was free ice cream bars. The, ratings for AEW was like 1 point something mil, the highest that it's been in a while. And, he had a good, debut. But as the time went on, he hasn't really been in any, in the ring with any of the, bigger stars in AEW. I would like to see him and Kenny Omega, mix it up. That would be pretty awesome. But I don't know, folks. What do y'all think? Do you think CM Punk, is running a little stale in AEW, even though he just got there? But I can definitely see, what Eric Bischoff, said in the interview. You can find it on his podcast, 48 Weeks or something like that. But he was talking some smack, boy, about CM Punk. But yeah, if you want more, go check out his podcast, 68 Weeks or something like that. Sorry about I'm all over the place right now. I'm sorry, chat. But yeah, Eric Bischoff talking smack. Let me know if you agree with him down below in the chat room, and I definitely will get back with you. And alright, this next piece of wrestling news is the very last piece of wrestling news that I have for you tonight. And with that being said, it is a pretty serious piece of wrestling news, and it has to deal with Jon Moxley. And I'll go ahead and read everything that I have for you right now. And it says, Jon Moxley has entered an inpatient rehab for alcohol. And I have what Tony Khan came out on Twitter and said to all his fans, and it goes as this. Tony Khan saying, Moxley has allowed me to share with you that he is entering an inpatient alcohol treatment program. Jon Moxley is a beloved member of the AEW family. We all stand with him and Renee, his wife, and his baby mama, and all his friends and family as he shifts his focus to recovery. And I gotta say, Jon, you already did the first step. You admitted that you had a problem. You're gonna go get it fixed. You're a good-hearted man. I did notice, these past couple months, I'm not sure when it started, but I've noticed, he's been off his game for a little while. At least I've peeped it a little bit with the matches that I've seen with him over in AEW. But yeah, folks, let's just all, send, our support to Jon Moxley. I know he can get through this. I know he's a good-hearted man. I know he doesn't mean no harm. At least, he is admitting that he has a problem with alcohol and he wants to get it fixed. And, I gotta applaud the man, for that. Yes, he has a problem. He's going to get it fixed. And yeah, folks, that's the last piece of wrestling news that I have for you. And let me know what you think about Jon Moxley and his decision with going to rehab. I think it's a good thing, and I can't wait to have him back. AEW, whooping some schmass. So yeah, let me think. No, not let me think. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments down below. And alright, wrestling fam, with all the wrestling news out of the way, I just want to say I am greatly thankful for you, and I am greatly thankful for all your watch time that you give these videos, all the likes, all the dislikes, all the comments, and I love y'all so very much that, watch the video from start to finish. Y'all don't know how much that means to me, that y'all actually sit through and want to hear what I have to say about wrestling news that's going on. And that just means a whole lot to me, folks. Thank you for sticking with me. If you've been here since day one from my first YouTube channel, or if you just subscribed, I appreciate all of y'all all the same. Nothing but LOVE, and just a great appreciation for the small little community that I have going here. And I just want to say one more time, thank you. I love y'all. Be safe out there. Keep your family safe. Mr. Suds, rest in peace, my guy. And forever and always, the most important part of the video, you must remember to always keep it just a little bit too sweet, baby. And I will see y'all in a couple of days. Peace.
Fourth pack is back, cause I'm mass destruction. Guess who's here? The bad boys arrest.